Hello YouTube, my name is Jake Ryan. The reason I'm making this video is I've been seeing a lot of debate and talkings about the major political parties, the Republicans and the Democrats, and the Libertarians as well. The Libertarians being offered as an alternative to the two major parties, and talking about who's running for what party for president and all that. Right now we've gotten Mitt Romney's the nominee for the Republicans. Barack Obama is the nominee for the Democrats. And what I'm going to talk about today is third-party candidates, the three major third parties being the Libertarians, the Greens, and the Constitution Party, to talk about a little about their platform and their candidates for president. And then I'm going to reveal at the end who I support out of all the candidates for president. Yeah, so I'm first going to start off with the largest third party, which is being the Libertarian Party. The Libertarians, as many people know, have a fiscal conservative policy, socially liberal policy, and a non-interventionist foreign policy, which is, unlike Democrats, the Democrats have a socially liberal, economically liberal, and foreign policy liberal, which is more help them out by giving them more aid and all that. And then you have the Republicans, who have a socially conservative, fiscally conservative, and a foreign policy conservative, which is get involved militarily wise in economies and countries if we need to for the protection of America. And Libertarians, their nominee this year is former Republican governor of New Mexico, Gary Johnson. He sticks right with the party platform of that policy of being socially liberal. He's pro-choice. He's pro same-sex marriage. But he's also for auditing the Federal Reserve, if not ending the Federal Reserve. Less regulation and what's the word? Oh, lower taxes. I don't know why I said word. Which is a typical libertarian platform, and getting our military out of the rest of the world. Libertarians are looking like they're going to do extremely well in the polls this year, because of the simple fact of people being sick of both parties. And there's parts of the Libertarian Party that are also for legalizing of prostitution. I don't know his own stance on the issue. Haven't done a lot of research. I've done enough research to get a basic knowing of the candidate, but I haven't looked into that specific issue. Gary Johnson's very anti-censorship. He believes in the idea of freedom of speech. He wants to get rid of all of our military bases and pull our troops back home. He wants to lower taxes. He's pro-choice, pro-same-sex marriage, as I said earlier. So he's the typical libertarian candidate, kind of taking the socially liberal thing from the Dems and the fiscal conservatism from the Republicans. Now I'm going to talk about more of the Green Party, which is something I know a little better on. The Green Party is the left alternative to the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party has been seen to, at least by Greens, from their point of view, to be going to the right, and many Greens are disenfranchised Democrats who are mad with how far right the Democratic Party's going, so they've gone and joined the Green Party. The Green Party focuses on, as its name suggests, environmental policies and social policies, but they also have really deep economic policies. They support the Buffett rule, if not going a little further. They believe in an idea of grassroots democracy, getting money out of politics, and using people to talk to people, not using money to try to buy people over. They believe in all the really liberal ideas of social justice, equal opportunity for all. They're a very pacifistic group of people as well. They want to kind of decentralize the government on social issues. They want more of community-based economics. There tend to be a lot of feminists and people who are into gender equality. Have a great respect for diversity, as I was mentioning earlier. They believe in this idea of personal global responsibility, whether it be on the environment or on how you treat people. They believe that every person has to start doing that themselves. And they have a passion for sustainability. They believe our current oil situation is unsustainable. We need to get off oil. It's not going to be there forever. They have an idea for the future. They plan for the future. They're not based on the economics and ideas of now. They want to focus to the future and what's going to be best for that. And their candidate is looking like it's going to be Jill Stein. She's a Green Partier from my state of Massachusetts. She's ran for governor before. She was once, I think she ran for governor once, lieutenant governor, sorry, as a Democrat. But again, she was so mad at how far to the right they thought the Democratic Party was going that she left and joined the Greens. And now she's going to be the Green Party candidate for president, most likely. She's looking like she's racking up enough electoral ballots from the primary. The Green Party is the second largest third party. They're looking like they're going to qualify in most, if not all, of the states. They're like the Libertarians. The Libertarians have qualified to be on the ballot in all the states, and it's looking like the Green Party as well is going to be another one of those third parties that's going to be in most, if not all, the states. Jill Stein is she's a doctor. She went to medical school here in Massachusetts. I've seen her speak before. She's very level-headed, and she knows how to make a point. She's very intellectual. So for people that don't like intellectualism, she's not the candidate for you. But she does know how to make a point by being intellectual and by showing the facts, not just talking out crap, I guess is the proper way to put it. So that's the Green Party and their candidate, Jill Stein. The last party is the Constitutional Party, and they are a far-right alternative to the Republicans. They believe the Republicans have abandoned the ideas of the Constitution, if you want to say go more to the left. They believe they are very socially and fiscally and foreign policy-wise to the far right. They believe in getting involved in economies if it's necessary to promote what's ever best for the United States, no matter the cost to anyone else. So they are very much interventionists on their foreign policy. They also are very socially conservative, pro-life, anti-same-sex marriage. They want to, there's sects of it that want to repeal the Voting Rights Act of 1964. So it's a very far-right alternative to the Republicans. And their candidate is Virgil Goode. Now, Virgil Goode is, if anything, the moderate of the party. He would be a Republican nowadays. He was a Republican. He actually, before 2000, he was a registered Democrat. And then he ran as an independent, and now he was Republican, and now he's Constitutional Party. So he's more of the moderate of the party, and he has those same views that the party has, but he wants to pass them in a way that is much more moderate. He wants to pass it at a slower rate. I don't know much about the guy. I do know he supports most, if not all, of the party platform of the thing. He's very anti-gun control. Very anti-gun control. But if anything, he's more socially activated than economically activated. So, those are the candidates. That's Virgil Goode of the Constitutional Party. those are the candidates, and now I kind of want to talk about who I support and why. Out of all the candidates, logically speaking, if I had to choose a candidate out of the two-party system, because I know that's the only one that's going to be on there, is to be president, I would have to personally choose Obama over Romney. Romney was the governor of my state. He didn't do too well. And I'm personally, even though his social policy isn't as bad for me, which I am very socially liberal, but that's not the scary part about him. The scary part about him is his involvement in corporations and vulture capitalism, and it's scary. So if out of those two, I would choose Obama. I know he hasn't been the best. He's abandoned many of the liberal values that he campaigned on, broken many promises, but logically I would choose him. But the candidate I would choose, I think everyone knew where I was going with this, with my heart, is Jill Stein of the Green Party. The Green Party is something I full-heartedly agree with. I plan on registering Green, and it's just something I completely agree with. I believe that politics should be taken from the grassroots, going door to door, talking to people, getting to know people, not with all this money, whether it be corporation money or union money. I want money out of politics, period. I don't think it's right. I think it corrupts people, and it stops them from focusing on the issue. I agree with their social policies overwhelmingly. I agree with social justice and same-sex marriage, and I'm pro-choice, and I believe that we need to start going towards a green economy, an economy based on green energy, and moving forward, and not having a source of energy that's so unstable, that's not unlimited, that's destroying the earth. And that's why I support Jill Stein. When they had the primaries going for the Green Party, it was her, Roseanne Barr, and some other guy from California. And I went initially towards Jill Stein because, well, maybe it's because she's from Massachusetts, but I don't know, she's logical, she's level-headed, she's not crazy like Roseanne Barr is. Roseanne Barr's nuts. Jill Stein's able to make that intellectual connection, which I love in a candidate. I'm not one of those people that get turned off by intellectualism. I think we need more intellectuals in Congress. I think what's happening is we're getting too many dumb people in Congress, and they don't know what they're doing. Like the Tea Party, they're a whole nother topic. So, nope, that's pretty much I tried to make it unbiased, but, so yeah, those are the three main minority parties that are looking like they're going to be on options for the next election. So, thank you for watching. Hit subscribe. I plan on making more of these videos talking about the elections, and yeah. Have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching.